Hi everyone, Happy New Year again. I am on the way to Langford. Thanks God on the island is very pleasant over here compared to the rest of the Canada. The weather is amazing. It's cold, but it's not too cold. Let me show it to you. That's what it is right now. The temperature is I don't know if, oh here we go, it's 38 Fahrenheit. I think it's minus 18 divided by 2. That's how to convert it to Celsius. And if you want to do it the other way around, you should do this equation in the other way around. So it's 38 Fahrenheit, that's like minus 18, that's 20 divided by 2, that's about 10 degrees. That's the vehicle tells me. I think that's the formula. I could be wrong. It just popped up in my head, the formula. Now the formula is if you want to convert inches to centimeters, then I believe it's 2.54 centimeters equal with 1 inch. And it's about 28 something centimeters to make up 1 feet. I mean 1 foot. From among all the feet. If you want to measure 1 foot, that's 12 inches. I believe it's around 28, almost 29 centimeters, somewhere around there. But I could be wrong again. These formulas just popped into my head. I love formulas, I love conversions, I love transformations, I love transitions, especially, I mean not especially really, but only, that's a better way to put it, only if it's actually supporting human life. And that's where humans are at home. With this type of perception, with this type of belief or mental state of mind, mental well-being. It isn't always the easiest to find the solutions, but they are existing for every challenges, against every challenges, for human well-being. So now I came over here to the car wash. The car wash over here looks like this. We'll come over here. The car wash. It's very busy today because pretty much everybody is doing the same routine. You know, it's Saturday, either after a hard day of work or a light day of work. Now we got to have a little bit of free time, including tomorrow, that's Sunday, the day of the sun. It's very, very important. We all need to celebrate, respect the day of the sun, because the sun is really important for us. That projection up in the sky is literally, as well as the rays, the sunshine rays through the sun, through the reflection of the sun of a mother, perhaps that could be Earth core. It's very, very important for us. As well, it's really important that the sun rays or the sunlight energy, as it spreads, as it getting spreaded around, as it spreads around the earth, also very important while it's reaching the surface, those electromagnetic qualities, they were actually be really good for us, just as good as they meant to be, as well as for everything what is humane, as well as human nature friendly. Now, you probably heard that song, heard a couple of songs before saying that you are my sunshine, you are my only sunshine, or you are the sun in my life, or the sunshine in my life, stuff like that. You probably heard of that. We are all technically lights. Certain qualities of light out of certain quality of sunlight energies from certain quality of sunshine rays. The rays, a ray of a sunshine does possess, it is possessing energy signatures, souls, individual souls by quality. Somebody telepathically at the recreation center, which I really like. It's the closest to my place. The people over there are extremely nice. Of course, they are everywhere, but over here they seem to handle the infections through themselves better than at most of the places. Of course, it's almost impossible to get away from the bug war, the intergalactic bug war, and the effects. Of course, those effects are never good. It's not easy to get away from it anywhere on Earth, but it is possible. Energetically, physically, as well as psychologically, it's really important for humans to remain human-natured, because it is where, that is where our infinity, our divinity, being divine, or being an infinite being, that's where it is belonging to. Yeah, I think that was good enough wisdom for Saturday to set everything up nicely for us, so we can set as well nicely with everything else also. I think this is a day when we like to do things in a way, however we may like to finish up this week, as well as inspire the next week by quality of nature to be set for all humans, all human natured beings as well as things, because that's where we are truly, really truly, we are at home. That's where we are belonging to, where the human soul, including the human soul qualities, are belonging to. That's where we are also belonging to. Now the wisdom, as you can see, I have like a wrapped up bag on my forehead. There is like a rag underneath it, like that. And there's a dog just barked once. Yeah, dog viruses are in the air. All the animal viruses are in the air. Pollution, bacteria, you name it, in the air. Yes, they mix. Schweinhund is a very dangerous one, but they are very dangerous. But right now, the monkeypox, whenever the Asians or the other people from monkey, what is it called, the populated areas, where they're arriving here, they're bringing with them those inside of them, or with them those viruses, those infections. Now, every continent and every country is specialized against mainly one or two types of combinations of alien nature attacks. And they give us antidotes after we born. I got mine, I got I think 3, then later on I got 3 more at least. And I turned to 5 I believe, and then since then maybe I received another 1 or 2. So we do try and follow up as we move around the planet, and we may don't have the antidote in us yet against the combinations of alien nature attacks we call virus natures in this world. Or pollutions, same thing, anything what is bad for us energetically, physically or psychologically. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger was mentioning to everyone and keeps on mentioning to everyone. Everything what is bad for humans, what is bad for human nature, which is divine, alkaline as well as alkalizing, by effects, by functionalities. It is godlike, it is heavenly, it is angelic at the same time. So we do try to find the solutions. Now, when other people come in here from other continents or other countries, it's never actually the continent or the country to blame. It's always usually the pollutions all the time. Usually they are under the ground, on the surface. By the time the sunlight energy gets on Earth, goes through it, and then that spread energetic quality also gets to us. There's one thing that you may remain, that you may remain like completely 100% human natured. That means no animal nature in you. But then as soon as you come out, since it's everywhere, energetically, physically, as well as psychologically, I'm talking about alien nature, I'm talking about animal nature, I'm talking about bug nature, I'm talking about virus nature. Same thing in this regard. Exactly the same. No excuses, sorry. It's either this or that. It's either the light where we belonging to or the dark where we don't. Of course, everything could be resurrected, everything could be renewed, everything could be cloned, copied, everything could be saved through mechanics as well as computerized stuff, crystals, anything what can literally be alive. The human soul, human soul qualities, especially when it comes to noble minerals or the 5 main elements. 4 plus 1. We survive in all of it. We survive. This is why it's super important for us to actually cherish those, share those, protect those, care for those, love those. All these amazing human right behaviors. When we're doing it, we are having it. For protection in this mess, what I could advise for everyone is when it comes to protecting our own selves or others, is to do your best what you can in order to stay alive, in order to stay well at the very moment when the attacks may arrive through people or through animals or through things or through other effects or effects. Do your best. Do your best. If it's energetic attack, I recommend to utilize energetic behaviors, thinking, feeling abilities, especially emotional experiences, memories, emotional tools, light tools, emotion, right? It's very, very important, and then that's why it's like a big antenna to receive that, to project that, then you be it. When you are doing it, you are having it. Of course, the opposite nature will not like it. Of course, the opposite nature, as long as it is existing where we are, in the electromagnetic field, in that same electromagnetic field, they will not like it. Yes, there is a way to neutralize pollutions. There is a way. If you ask any human souls, or if you ask every human soul, all together we will all have we would all would be able to remember the solutions to anything what is actually not good for us. That means harmful, offensive, violating against human rights. That means human life, human qualities, human nature. There are solutions. Together we can do it. Sometimes we need to be with someone else sometimes, or somewhere else sometimes. Or we need to do something differently than before. But again, the attacks are non-stop against humankind, as well as everything what is actually belonging to us. That's how important that we remember we are one family. We need to do. We are the best to do, the best for each other. But for that we need each other as a human, energetically, physically, as well as psychologically. I like to suggest plant-based diet for everyone, including animals. Plants got it all. If we need solid substances, plants got it all. There is no way out of rabies with rabies. There's no way out of leprosy with leprosy. There's no way out of pestis with pestis. There's no way out of fight with fight. That does not work. I think there are more than enough examples existing in our legend, in our kismet, in our destinies, in the destiny of in the history. In this case, history, of course, could mean high story. I get us high somehow, hopefully in a better way, in the best way. Then will help us to remain humans. There's no better than that. There's no better than being a human. That means having a human experience, energetically, physically, as well as psychologically. There is no better than that. I might be biased because I'm a human, just like you who are listening this. Fortunately, the animals were also humans, so they do have human souls, more or less, most likely less, depending on which humans you are comparing it with. If you're comparing animal souls to actual human souls, like human souls without poison, without pollution, of course, human soul is not comparable with any other souls. It's perfect as is, as long as the physiology is the manifestation of a human soul, as well as together the manifestation of the human physiology with the human soul, with the manifestation of the human psychology. There is no better than that. Literally no better. I love you. Now we are at 18 minutes. I think it's the best time to leave this material here, this intellectual material here, this intelligence over here, this human life supportive information here for you, for us, for good.